Today, we commemorate the 30th anniversary of the Srebrenica genocide, a tragedy which, despite the highest hopes, became emblematic of the unspeakable horrors into which Europe could once again descend, in the wake of actions that revived the abhorrent banner of ethnic cleansing, under the pretext of nationalistic assertions, in an area, the Balkans, long marked by its being a crossroad of encounter and coexistence between people and cultures. The years that have passed since that terrible massacre have not diminished the cry of pain of the victims, which continues to echo through the testimonies of their surviving relatives. The conscience of the international community was not unaffected from those events, which have left behind as legacy the awareness that there is a collective responsibility which calls upon nations to act and to condemn. A sorrowful lesson that, like others, fuels the shared duty to prevent and combat such atrocities and to firmly condemn any attempt at revisionism or denial. The fight against the spread of hateful sentiments is the responsibility of each individual and every country. To ascribe dishonor and infamy to entire populations would be wrong. On the contrary, what is needed is the pursuit in every place, starting with the international courts, of a rigorous and timely justice, capable of laying the groundwork for reconciliation and for a present and future founded on peace and brotherhood. It is in this spirit that on the 23rd of May 2024, the United Nations General Assembly decided to proclaim July 11 the International Day of Reflection and Commemoration of the Srebrenica genocide, to call everyone to this duty to honor the victims, and by preserving the memory of those tragic events, to inscribe that mournful day in the memory of humankind forever. The European horizon, in which the aspirations of the peoples of the Balkans are inscribed, represents the values of freedom, democracy, and equal rights that underpin the peaceful coexistence of different peoples in full respect of their specificities. These are the principles that inspired the founding fathers of the European project and that remain profoundly relevant today to prevent tragedies such as the Srebrenica genocide from turning to afflict our continent. The communities of the peoples of the region, including Bosnia and Herzegovina, are building with difficulties a path to overcome the tragic legacies of the past, consolidating bonds of mutual trust through a resolute commitment to the European project. May the sad season of nationalism, herald of the worst griefs of the 20th century, be consigned once and for all to history. In this path, Sarajevo knows it can count on the full support of the Italian Republic and on the feeling of great friendship that binds our peoples together. Hvala vam puno.